never should have let Lucas operate on his sister.
Might be the reason my sister is dead.
I decided to trust you. Don't make me regret it. I don't want to picture a world without my daughter in it. I will get you what you want. I need my time.
Portia could really use a nice, long vacation, preferably somewhere far, far away. But hold up, things are finally getting juicy. Sasha's gearing up to take Sidwell for a ride, drawing on her old tricks from her con artist days. Go, Sasha. Portia, on the other hand, is always hunting for someone to pin her problems on. What was it the new doctor called it? Oh right, scapegoat. If she sets her sights on Lucas, she'd better watch out, because Brad will waste no time exposing her little secret about altering Heather's lab results. Meanwhile, Sidwell has no idea what's coming. If he thinks Sasha's just some distressed damsel, he's in for a shock. She's playing him, and he won't even know what hit him. And poor Lucas isn't to blame for his sister's death. So Portia and Holly can ride off into the sunset and stay there, thanks. As for Alexis, my heart goes out to her. Fingers crossed the writers don't have her falling back into old habits. She's fought too hard to end up back at square one. And then we've got Dante all set up to mourn in Jason's penthouse. He gets the support, the space, and the emotional setup. He even gets to take that iconic leather jacket dripping with Jason history and memories. And Jason? He's left running around town, delivering messages and being everyone's errand boy. Total BS. Yes, Jason nailed it in that hospital scene, but it wasn't enough. Anyone who's watched Jason grieve the losses of baby Leela, Emily, his grandmother, his sister, Alan, and Jake knows the depth he can bring to those moments. But no, he's shoved aside, while Dante snatches up the jacket and gets all the grief scenes. I could scream. Frank and his team have completely failed Jason and his fans yet again. Then there's the real kicker, G8 letting Sam go after 20 years on the show. She's been a classic, powerhouse character. They should have axed Portia instead. She adds nothing. And if we're sending Portia packing, maybe she can take Curtis and Trina with her. They kill off Sam and keep those three. Curtis's character has tanked lately, and the other two were never interesting. And bringing back Brad and Lucas was a good call, but why stop there? They should have brought back Liesel, Valentine, and Finn too. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Please spare us from watching this train wreck again. The first round was painful enough. Yesterday's episode hit a new low. I actually fast-forwarded through Willow and Drew's little love scene. The googly eyes, the cringy kissing, and now, the two of them sleeping together. I can't. Meanwhile, Michael's gotcha moment with the nanny cam, chef's kiss. I saw that one coming yesterday. The camera's motion sensor pinging him about action in the playroom. Oh, he knew something was up. He'd already sensed the weird vibes between them. And then there's Willow, supposedly helping Drew grieve, without a second thought that maybe Michael might need her too. Seriously? Michael's "did you get some rest?" was priceless. Sure, she was lying down, but sleep? Not so much. Michael better serve both of them what they deserve, but I bet he's not going to do it head-on. He'll take his time, and when he's ready, he'll embrace his Corinthos roots and hit back hard. And don't get me started on Carly. She's front and center, again. First, it was her practically holding vigil for Lulu's donor, then crying over Sam like they were the best of friends, and now she's somehow orchestrating Sasha's rescue. Someone give this woman a break and let her go on a nice, long vacation. And here's the kicker, now Willow and Drew are even, but with Willow, that probably means a surprise pregnancy, either by Michael or Drew. And then Sasha will probably be pregnant by Michael. Willow's character has always been dull, not to mention her constant cheating. She's on track to end up like her mom and her twin, following the same self-destructive path. Michael is about to blow up Drew's campaign, and you can bet there's going to be a viral video involved. I'll be here with my popcorn ready to watch it all go down. And seriously, Dante needs to pack up and move out of Jason's penthouse already. Danny is Jason's son, not Dante's, and both Dante and Sunny need a refresher on that fact. Enough with Dante pretending to be some kind of stand-in dad for Danny. Jason's still very much in the picture. According to spoilers, Lulu wakes up on Thanksgiving, so Sam is about to be nothing more than a distant memory for Dante. Rocco's getting his family back, and Jason's supposed to have an emotional Thanksgiving scene with Danny. Dante knows he was never really in love with Sam, and she wasn't in love with him either. They were just using each other, plain and simple. Oh, and I'm still cringing over Willow and Drew's awkward romance. Yesterday's episode was actually the first time I fast-forwarded through a scene. The googly eyes, the kissing, it's just painful to watch them together. And yet somehow, the writers keep pushing the storyline like anyone wants to see it. And here's another thing, Dante needs to accept reality. Sam's gone, and he can grieve all he wants, but Danny and Scout already have fathers. Jason and Drew fill those roles just fine. There's no need for Dante to start acting like he's Danny's dad. That spot belongs to Jason, and Scout's better off with her actual family. Honestly, I still can't believe the writers killed off Sam. If they were going to cut someone, why not Caitlin McMullen or Cameron Matheson? Their characters add nothing, boorish and unnecessary. G8 is practically on a kamikaze mission with these choices. As soon as Maurice Benard and Steve Burton are gone, I'm done too. After watching for over 50 years, seeing the show go downhill like this is just heartbreaking. Good question. Why are all the Quartermaines packed into Monica's house? These are some of the wealthiest people in Port Charles. You'd think they'd want their own homes. Ned's Alan's nephew, for crying out loud, and he's still camping out there with Olivia, who you'd think would want her own space. And now Danny and Scout just moved in too. How many bedrooms does Monica's mansion have? It's practically a hotel at this point. I hope Monica's charging them all rent for occupying every square inch of that house. And then there's Sidwell somehow knowing that Sasha is Holly's daughter, even though Holly kept that under wraps from everyone. That's some impressive sleuthing, or maybe Sidwell has his own secret sources. On the brighter side, Sunny's stepping up for Alexis as she deals with Sam's death. He's being the friend she needs right now, while Brad's doing his best for Lucas, though Carly has her suspicions. She's right to be cautious. Jack Bremen warned her that her connection to Brad could put her at risk if Sidwell catches wind of it. Meanwhile, Portia's anxious about Sam's autopsy results, and it's starting to feel like someone at the hospital is playing God, deciding who lives and who dies. Holly's standing by Sasha, and Jason's in the mix, lending his support. Curtis did look impressive today, fit and muscular, no doubt. It's too bad the writers have paired him with Portia, though. His character was way more compelling with Jordan. And then there's Jason. I know Steve doesn't control how Jason's written, but I wonder how he feels about this current storyline. Jason's bouncing between working with the feds, teaming up with Anna, and now the WSB. He's everywhere, and it's chaotic. What really irks me is how Jason keeps putting everything and everyone above his own kids. Danny's going through a rough time and needs him now, but Jason's off on some high-risk mission with Holly to save Sasha. Sure, Sasha deserves help, but her father and his whole team should be handling that, not Jason. Honestly, maybe it's time for Danny and Scout to move in with Alexis. She'd be a stable presence for them right now, just my opinion. Wow, Carly just told Brad to stay away from her brother, Lucas. Go on, Carly, let him have it. Wait a minute, who raised Sam when she was young? Because Alexis just said it wasn't her. Curious, isn't it? Oh, and then there's Robert giving Sasha DNA results that say he's her father. But apparently, everyone else insists he isn't. So, what exactly did I miss here? I'm thoroughly confused. And speaking of confusion, Did Sam eat that chocolate Alexis gave her? Because, just a reminder, chocolate can be downright deadly when it's mixed with certain things. Meanwhile, Drew, supposedly deep in mourning over the mother of his daughter, apparently found solace in Willow's arms. Or should I say, in bed, and, judging by her expression, Willow enjoyed herself even more than he did. Not to mention, Drew actually thanked her afterward. How cheap must she feel now? And hey, off-topic, but exciting news. After 3 years of shelters and moving place to place, I finally signed a lease. On December 2nd, my kids and I will have a home of our own. Couldn't be happier. Back to the drama, Christina, as always, makes everything about her. No autopsy, her pain, her loss, her trauma, as if nobody else is hurting. It's like she believes she's the only one who's ever suffered. Oh, and here's a thought. If Portia tries to blame Lucas for something, Brad just might blackmail her. That could get interesting. And can we talk about Drew for a second? He's gone from ex-Navy SEAL to Slee Central. The guy practically looks like he'd be offering candy to random kids. What happened to the sense of honor? They're just destroying him at this point. Poor Scout. Drew's version of fatherhood leaves a lot to be desired. Honestly, he's been working my last nerve lately. Anyone else feel this way? And let's talk about St. Drew, who's always thought he was too good for Jason. He's judged him endlessly, but both of them supposedly love Michael. So how's Jason going to react when he finds out what's really going on? Carly, Sonny, Ned, Tracy, things are about to get messy. Michael's both a Quartermain by blood and a Corinthos by upbringing. That combo alone is a ticking time bomb. Let's just make sure we honor Sam first. Speaking of Sam, can we pause to thank the writers for giving her a truly meaningful exit? They handled this story with real care, portraying that raw shock and loss when a young, vibrant life is suddenly gone. Just my opinion, but it really struck a chord. Now, for item 2 on my agenda, my patience for Willow has officially run dry. She had the nerve to go after Sasha just for talking to Cody, acting like she's the queen of morals. Sorry, but Sasha made solid points. 1 slip-up, maybe, but 2, and this latest one, she's a grown woman, not a toddler snatching someone's toys. So no, I don't feel sorry for her anymore. Not one bit. Honestly, I've always thought Willow and Michael were as bland as it gets, so I'm totally on board with this storyline. Finally, something juicy to sink their teeth into that doesn't involve them turning up their holier-than-thou noses at Nina. I'm honestly starting to wonder if the writers over at General Hospital have completely lost it. Crack? Insanity? Pure incompetence? No idea, but watching them ruin these storylines is pushing me to my limit. They're killing off Sam, leaving Lulu in a coma, and throwing Sasha into a mess by randomly making her Holly's daughter. Really, writers, I've been a fan since I was 9, and here I am at 62, watching them run a 50-year-old show into the ground. Get it together, please. And can we talk about Willow? She flips out on Sasha for merely talking to Cody, then has the nerve to claim she wants to make her marriage work, only to end up in bed with Drew. What a joke! And you just know they're going to spin this into a who's the father storyline, with Willow wondering if it's Michael's or Drew's baby, while Sasha will no doubt turn up pregnant by Michael. In the fallout, Michael's not about to let Drew slide this time. Get ready for him to team up with Ned and Tracy, while Carly blows a gasket and Nina loses her mind. Drew's going to face way more than a slap this time. Campaign? Over. And by the way, cheers to Sasha for giving Willow a long overdue reality check. It's no surprise that Michael's ready to retaliate. With mentors like Edward, Jax, Sonny, Jason, and Carly, he's been taught precisely how to strike where it'll hurt the most, in both business and personal matters. Almost feel bad for Drew and Willow. Almost. Not that what happened with Sasha wasn't all kinds of messed up. And did Olivia finally show up for her son Dante? Because a half-hearted "I'm sorry" wasn't even close to enough. Meanwhile, Sunny actually stepped up for Dante, letting him break down over Sam's death. Dante's grief was buried for way too long. She was his wife, and he wasn't given enough airtime to process it, let alone support. At least Sunny was there. So yeah, Michael is definitely plotting now, and trust me, there will be collateral damage by the time he's through. I am so over Willow's whole deer caught in headlights routine. Every time she messes up, she acts like it was completely unintentional. Girl, please, get over yourself. I can't deal with her anymore. Honestly, I feel bad for Drew and Willow right now. Michael is just sitting back, playing it cool, but trust me, he's got AJ, Edward, Sunny, Jason, and Carly running through his veins. He's about to destroy them. They have no idea what's coming. And can we talk about Spinelli for a second? Wow, Bradford Anderson absolutely nailed it when Spinelli found out Sam died. That whole moment when he said Sam was the first person to see him, that hit me right in the feels. I was crying right along with him. Spinelli is the reason I started watching General Hospital on my own. He's the reason I love Sam. So yeah, I was a blubbering mess during that scene. I really wish Spinelli was still Spinelli, you know, the quirky tech genius we all adore. But that scene was still powerful and showed just how far his character has come. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.